Welcome back, Jof at Moho Adventures. Tonight's video was originally going to be about like logo designs and some of the logo designs that we've just come up with recently, which I promise you guys to check out. And it's sort of almost changed a little bit because, did I mention boots? Anyway, I'm having a pretty good day today, to be honest. Today I had to go for my, they call it like a healthy heart check. Is your heart healthy? And so yeah, I previously rearranged the appointment, but today was the day I had to go in. So went in this morning and had the old, which was a little bit, because I'm still a little bit with a cold, but I'm over the worst now. I'm feeling a hell of a lot better than I have been. Anyway, so quick blood test, they send that off, check all your blood and all the rest of it. You get on the scales and check your weight, and she said, oh, you haven't changed since last time. Fantastic. And what else was it? Oh, the little pulse thing on your finger. So they check that, and then they obviously check your blood pressure, and everything was went pretty well, really. So I'm kind of like went out quite smiley, and yeah, so that was all good. Then in the meantime, these rocked up. I was actually on Thursday night tonight, so Sunday night I was actually lying in bed and perusing the internet, as you do, and looking for things that you might want to take on your motorhome trips for you know, stomping around places. Anyway, I spotted these. These are diesel like boots. They were called, what were they called? I can't remember. I'll see if I can find the name. And I was kind of like, they look nice. They were really quite expensive. But the thing was, there was a real drastic reduction on the price. Okay? And I'm like, they look just what I'm looking for. I like the kind of diesel brand. And anyway, what happened, I sort of said to Caroline, look, I could really do with a new pair of boots. And she says, I like the look of them as well. Do they do them in a 6? And lucky enough they actually did, and she's got a pair as well, so we've both got matching diesel boots. I haven't actually tried these on yet. I'm going to pop them on in a minute. I've got my nice Scottish kind of like woolen socks on. And it's one of them things that obviously if you're going off in the winter and you're stomping around in cold climate conditions, you need a nice warm pair of socks, boots. So I'm going to put them on and see how they look. Yeah, the other really good thing about these boots are the fact they've got this kind of like flexible side panel as well. So it makes it quite easy, hopefully, to slip them on. Look at that, straight on. Wow, they look my cup of tea, definitely. Let's get the drawstrings out. They feel good. They do feel good. I've got plenty of room in them. Wow, they look nice. They look nice, and yeah, they're quite kind of like, they're not tight around the top. I've had boots before, and they do kind of like wear you on the side of your legs if they're too tight. I think I can actually pull these up a little bit tighter. There is some extra hooks if you want to literally get them right up to the toplet. Oh yes, yeah, definitely. Just pull my trouser up there so you can see the boot. But they are really, really sleek in every aspect. I'm well stoked for them, I must admit. It's just what I was kind of like looking for that kind of like, I like that kind of like military kind of styly look, especially, and that's why I put these combat trousers on, to be honest. These are Alpha Industry trousers, so they look really cool with them kind of like trousers. I could even like tuck them in, but what do you think? Yeah, but down over, tucked in, either way, they look real Eastern Germany. Yeah, I always kind of find that it's like nice to get your teeth into a motorhome trip and really sort of like every little detail. So even down to the boots, to the clothing. So yeah, so I'm well happy with them. Caroline's got the same. She's well happy with hers as well. So we're going to be sort of like quite matchy with our military style boots on. Anyway, in the meantime, while we're still on the subject, oh, my felt tip pens have disappeared down over there. But what I'm going to say is, and obviously if you've watched our channel previously, you'd have seen me, it's that time of year to get not only a good pair of like strolling around boots, winter Christmas market, stuff like that. If it starts snowing and it gets really cold, these little babies surface, the Sorrels, and these have got the fur lining in. And I literally got them out of my wardrobe tonight and said, right, I need to get them in my motorhome, and that's something else that I don't need to like worry about. But again, when you're out stomping around in real cold conditions and want a bit of like comfort, even on like the stomping around on the campsites and stuff like that. So probably the diesel ones are going to be my sort of like going out a little bit. They get away with going into a bar, into a restaurant. They look quite nice. But these, the general stomping boots for campsites and going out to put your hookup lead in when it's freezing cold and stuff like that, these are the boys for that job. Yeah, so I thought I'd just sort of like show you guys what some of the things that I kind of like take with me. And yeah, so I'm going to plonk them over there. Also, this one comes out, the old favourite, and I've had this for like years. There's a real bit of quality in there, like a ski kind of like hat that flicks down over your ears. If you're in these Christmas markets, like I say, and it's freezing cold, and what you want to be really toasty warm, so plenty of layers of clothing. I've got my big North Face kind of like Parker thing that I hack on, and with something like this, when you're like toasty and warm, and then you can enjoy your gluten wine out in the cold conditions, and it just feels so much better when you're toasty. And yeah, I'm getting that feeling. But anyway, right, let's move on again. So off with that one. Oh yeah, so talking about like toasty clothing and stuff like that. So if you'd been watching the old, when we went off over that Christmas period to Spain, we hatched the High Seas Adventure, and this is the sweatshirt from that trip that we used. And these sweatshirts from Yazoo Clothing, that we love you guys up there. You have got quality clothing, and it is so realistically priced, value for money kind of stuff. It's real good quality. I think this is based on like similar clothing to like Superdry, and inside it's all kind of lined out, so it's really like toasty. Even that when we were on the Christmas trip, then we're on the kind of like ferry, and you put this on and you instantly feel super warm with it on. Yeah, real good fit, you know. Yeah, just a nice one. So there is the High Seas Adventure. Okay, I'm going to plonk that over there. And similarly, I'm just going to show you a couple of these logos and stuff as well. When we did the Holland, so we did the tulip fields and the windmills, we used these ones with a NL license plate on them as well. And I think on the sleeve they even customize the little sleeves with an L. I wanted a Moho NL license plate on the sleeve as well. They look really cool. And oh, one on the front as well. So the logo on the back, and then obviously on the front we had the license plate as well. So it really made it a nice logo for the Holland run. So we're getting a good collection of them now. So that was that one. So that goes over there. And the most recent, and I had to hunt around for it. I said to Caroline, oh, what happened to my hippie summer top? She said, oh, I've washed it. It's all like been laundered. Been in the laundry. God, smelling good. But don't mess it up. I can't help it. So, but anyway, this was the most recent, the hippie summer. I'm just going to go for it. Look at that, because I absolutely loved it. This one here, the logo went in so well on the material. I just the first time I saw it, I'm kind of like, do you know what? It almost kind of like looks part of the colour. It just went in so well on this style of material. There it is. And yeah, how well did that work out? What a good one that was. So all this kind of like clothing is like great memories, you know what I mean? It's just like, and yeah, and it's still like wearable again. how many hoodies can you end up with? Anyway, moving on to present day. So today, Caroline received her latest Yazoo sweatshirt. We sort of based it on, we wanted to go for the thick one again. What's this on here? Like ultra soft peach finish material. Touch me, it's so quality. And she's gone on this one for a kind of zip up style hoodie. So it unzips right down the front with a really nice zip. But this one here is got the East Germany logo on. There it is there. Mine will be arriving tomorrow. So I've got another day to wait for mine, and you'll have to wait for that one. But I'm so excited when this stuff comes through. It's just such a joy. It's just absolute joy to unwrap it, and it is, like I said, quality clothing. She's got the little cuff where you can put your hands in around the cuff as well on this one. So quality of clothing from Yazoo, second to none. They literally do such a vast variety of quality clothing. Right, I better put that over there without making it too messy. Anyway, in the meantime, this one rocked up, which is the Merry Christmas Mo Hotel t-shirt in red. So yeah, it's all going on at the moment. Yeah, so what has actually happened, if you sort of haven't been following us recently, is the fact that, so the East Germany kind of trip has now kind of transpired into a kind of like Merry Christmas adventure. So yeah, so we're collaborating between the two sort of themes on this one. But how well, Caroline, she was sending me pictures, and she's like, you've seen the t-shirt? It is phenomenal. And I literally ordered up this one to see what it come out like, and anyway, it's come out so well. I was straight on the website again, and I've reordered another one like this. And I've also, because Caroline's like said, oh, it'll be amazing in like green, like an elfy green, an elfy style green for the Christmas logo. And so I said, you know what, I'm going to, I'll tag a green one in as well. And so we've So yeah, the next week or so we should be receiving another one of these and a green one as well to see what that's like. But how cool are these looking? And funny enough, value for money, these are working out. I literally I rang Yazoo because I said, oh, have I ordered that right? Did the green one come with a logo? Because I haven't sort of, my payment wasn't much. And she's like, yeah, that's right. So these were working out about like 15 a go. And the material is quality material with a custom logo on, with colour like that just blends right in for like 15 quid. I'm kind of like, you guys are rock stars, honestly. It is absolutely amazing. And this is literally the Thursday night last week. I designed this last Thursday night and whacked it into production. And now, 1 week later, we've got a t-shirt with our beautiful logo on it, ready for Crimbo. How good is that? Pretty good. I think I've got the camera set in a sort of position where you can kind of like see me and see in front here. But yeah, so what has happened now in the past recently is the fact that we've been using this holographic paper, which is the company that supplies these labels are Avery labels. I'll put the link in the description, and we have been absolutely blown away again with their super swift service. This was the logo for the hippie summer. So on our trip over to France, we've been sticking these everywhere. We've been giving them to people that we meet on the way. They've gone down really, really well. We've been sending them out. A few people have requested and sent a few of these out. So that is the hippie summer styly. And I've really sort of embraced that holographic paper styly. And that's what I've used on the East Germany sticker. The East Germany sticker with a Brandenburg gate on. I hope you can get a look on that one and see how it sort of just shines really, really nicely. Yeah, and again, these guys are turning these stickers around so fast. It's unbelievable. I do get these actually printed out on sheets of 6, so they're not individual, and then I've got to chop them out, which I don't mind doing. I love it, absolutely love it. So that is that the East German edition, and now we've just ended up with the Christmas, because it was looking so good. I'm like, do you know what? The Christmas edition is going to be an absolute killer on that holographic, and I am so happy the way this sticker has turned out. It's just been an absolute joy, this one. So it's just a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun, and for me, the kind of creation, so we create the picture that you want to have on your t-shirt, on your sweatshirt, on your stickers, on your beer coasters, on your key fobs, whatever you want to do. You've got your logo, and you can put it on basically anything. Beanie hats, baseball caps, all that kind of swag. It just makes it a pure joy. And yeah, so there is the gold. That is pure absolute gold in there. I love it. It's come out so well. And so the next thing is, how did I kind of like start doing this? The original Moho Adventures logo was something that I used a box of felt tip pens like this to create. And if you look at the the outlines on the you can almost like see that felt tip styly, which, to be honest, I like that kind of like look. I really do like that look. And along the way, there's I literally had a dig around tonight, and what have I got lying around? And I think the only one I could actually fumble across was the Normandy, the D-Day edition, which was a lot of fun. Yeah, a lot of fun to make up, and we didn't actually. I didn't actually have any clothing branded. Well, I think it was just like stickers on that one. But it would have been really good to get some kind of like car key styly and get that logo on. It may be used again. What do you think? Do I need to use it again? But basically, all I do. So what does Jof do? He makes a circle the same size as the logo. So I've already got my logo here. Designing your logo, or if you want to design a logo, you're going to be obviously doing it a bit more free-handed. Maybe you've seen something you want to copy. I've got, what I use is a little bit of kind of trace paper, so then you can basically just I kind of get the points that I want to get on my new piece. And you can always come back, window, top window, corner of the door, arch, the little small bits of detail, not all the world. So realistically, I've almost got my camper, original camper that we drew up a long time ago on that piece of trace paper, like that. The window, corners of the window up there like that, and that is good enough to get my, I just got what I would do here is, obviously we got the same size circle, so we're just going to put some markers on the circle like so. Picture now this little, almost like a dot to dot, I'm going to trim out. What else would you be doing on a winter's night? I'm just going to steam around that roughly. Deposit my, so I'm getting like the rough outline of what I want to achieve. So a lot of the time now I'm actually using a PC to create a lot of my logos. So I've got these little pieces of the design cut out so I can layer it on. But just as an example of doing like artwork, doing this sort of thing, this is quite a nice way. And obviously I use like felt tip pens if you want to use a kind of pencil, so the roof is going to come right across the top of there. I can probably use that. I would actually have a ruler sometimes, and probably, but it's it just adds to the effect sometimes of just getting that ink along there. And so we've now got the front and the position of where it needs to be, so then I can trim away the other pieces and get the bottom. So by using the scissors and trimming around the bottom, we are now almost, I can't get out of it. We've now nearly got a little Moho tail, so we're just going to lay that on the paper like that. and then we can continue with, I've got some shadows getting created here, but then we can get the front bumper aligned, we can get the front tyre shape around there, we can come along there under the base, and then we can come around the back tyre. It's just getting the position in the circle. Got to have a look at my original picture. That line can actually come right down the back end, to about there, and then we can come inwards, and you can make it up as you go along like I do, but we are getting a nice little Moho tail on the base of the picture, and it starts getting to the stage where then you can just it's almost like a dot to dot, where you can just start filling in. I didn't actually think I was going to be drawing a Moho tail logo tonight. It's a bit weird, but yeah, basically it's starting to take shape. A little dot on there, we got the door coming down, we got the door sort of coming down from the roof, we need the door coming down about there, and then coming down around the bottom, around the arch. So I've got a little bit more detail on the lines. I just turned the camera off for a little bit, so then I can almost concentrate a little bit better on the lining. But like we say, we have got computers now that so we can cut out these little pieces and put them on the design on the screen, and create AI images behind, which is fantastic now. But I still like that. Hang on, let me get this camera. Yeah, I kind of like still like to do these little drawings, and yeah, and then again, you know, depending on what place you want to go to, you know, it's just a case of, I feel it's very kind of like personal when you've created something like this yourself. So I think I'm going to leave it there actually, and leave it to your own imagination of what you can achieve by just letting your mind wander a bit. Where do you want to go? And trying to, like I say, I've got my original piece, and the next bit would be obviously to get in the Moho tail piece, and then obviously the adventures go down the bottom for me personally, and then you can just like add pieces of design, what you want to do. And to be honest, when it's kind of like quite a simple design like this is, it looks quite effective. I think it looks effective, and you can just I love putting on my little electric hookup places and my gas outlet kind of thing. You know, that's what I think about when I'm sort of doing this kind of design stuff. But yeah, just gradually sketching it, and then changing colour. Let me just start. Well, what can we get on this one? Can we get a bit of winter blues on it? Shall we get a bit of winter blues? But yeah, I just like that kind of get a bit of winter blues on it. And just by adding that little bit of colour, it just starts like transforming so quickly. I'm getting that kind of like pair of skis and a toboggan and some snow. What do you think? But yeah, I love it. I love it. I think it's yeah, that kind of blue on there. Right, I'm going to wrap this video up because I need to go and edit this video and get it out there for you guys to watch on a Thursday night. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you may have got a bit of inspiration, a little bit more of what we get up to, making our logos and the detail and stuff, and the clothing. We'll put the links in the description of Yazoo, Avery, labels, stuff like that. And if you want to take a look, by all means take a look. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.